The headlines: Central Bank workers still off the job as talks fail. National Committee set up to plan for a 50th anniversary of independence. And veteran Kadooment bandleader dies. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, September the 15th, 2015. Employees of the central bank remained off the job for a third straight day after the first round of talks over a disputed appointment ended in failure. The 100-plus workers stopped work on Friday to protest what they said was the promotion of an intern over existing staff. Barbados Workers' Union and central bank representatives met for 3 hours but could find no resolution. It was not exactly clear whether the union is insisting that the promotion be rescinded. BW General Secretary Tony Moore said the issue should have been addressed when it was first raised last Wednesday. Dominica will be receiving more supplies from Barbados later this week when the Coast Guard vessel, the Leonard Banfield, arrives in Roseau to relieve the Trident. Speaking ahead of the departure, Officer Stephen Cox outlined some of the basic items Dominicans will need as they continue to rebuild in the wake of damage caused by Tropical Storm Erika last month.
A lot of reconstruction got to be done again, rebuilding the island to suit. And then there were certain villages that was seriously damaged with the water and the wind that really need to be constructed again. Where right now at this time, nobody's living in those areas. But the main thing people want down there is a lot of canned food, water, toiletries, sanitation, things that make them a little more happy now than before.
St. Philip resident David Seeley was also dockside. He said that he and neighbors will be sending a barrel of food on the next trip.
Well, I'm here to send some stuff, mainly clothing, to an adopted sister in Dominica so that she could distribute it to some of the relatives and her friends that has been displaced because of the storm.
A police walkthrough of a Gazette's community could lead to closer collaboration with residents. Lawmen acknowledged that Denton Road has had a few issues recently, including the shooting up of some homes, but they avoided labeling the area. The main intention of the outreach was to forge closer ties. O'Neill Small said a neighborhood watch could even be formed.
I would have walked the community quite a distance thus far. Most of the persons, almost 100% of the persons that we spoke to are expressing interest in the neighborhood watch idea. Because of this interest, we believe that we should call a meeting pretty soon, and I'm hopeful that by weekend we can have such a meeting generated.
So at the school?
We're hoping to utilize, once we can get a facility, and we are right now looking at the community center for the meeting. So all that's what we would need to get in place first before we get in. But I believe tomorrow we'll be able to do enough legwork to determine if by Saturday we can have this meeting coming off.
Government has set up a broad-based committee to plan national activities for the 50th anniversary of independence next year. Speaking to a Democratic Labour Party event, Foreign Minister Maxine McLean said the anniversary was particularly special for the Dems, who took the country into independence in 1966.
It is essential that our young people have a proper understanding going forward of where we have come from, the impact we've had, not only within the region, but globally as well. And we feel that it is necessary that we celebrate our successes. Those successes have been many. So I would want to say, without getting into all the details, as I said, we're in the process of planning. I can tell you that that planning committee is large. It represents public sector, private sector, non-governmental organizations, young people, and we are putting together what will be an excellent year of celebrations.
Barbados has reported more progress in ridding the country of hydrochlorofluorocarbons, harmful substances used in refrigeration and other areas, but which are to be phased out under international rules. The government says it has achieved the targets of cutting by 10% this year. The Permanent Secretary in the Environment Ministry, Edison Alleyne, said the country was also on course to meet its 35% reduction overall target by 2020. Veteran designer and school teacher Reggie Cave has died after a long illness. He was in his 60s. Mr. Cave passed away at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital on Monday. He is credited with being one of the leading players in the development of Kiddies Kadooment. And now, here's Geraldine Edward with our weekly commentary.
Operators of public service vehicles are demanding an increase in bus fares from $2 and are also protesting high court fines and insurance costs. But before they take such action, these owners need to do some self-searching about their hiring practices and operations. What is it about this business that forces some drivers to break the law repeatedly, sometimes multiple times in a day? What makes them take risks to the extent to where they endanger the lives of the public? These are internal issues which must be addressed. If they clean up their act, there will be fewer trips to the court and fewer accidents. As for the bus fare issue, we urge the Minister of Transport, Michael Lashley, to get to the bargaining table so it does not spiral out of hand.
In sport, cricket, Brian Lara has given his backing to Jason Holder in taking over the West Indies Test side. The former West Indies captain said he observed Holder during the World Cup in Australia and New Zealand and was impressed with the way he handled the pressure that came with bowling and leading the one-day side. Holder's first stint as Test captain will be away to Sri Lanka starting next month. And finally, a church and a strip club in Ohio in the United States have been suing each other for 10 long years, but the latest one takes the cake. The church is seeking to bar the strippers and club owner from attending church topless on Sundays. Members of the church protest in front of the strip club on Friday nights, and the club owner said what was good for the goose was good for the gander, so they were going to church topless. A city official has urged both parties to end the battle as it was draining police resources which could be used elsewhere. Talk about rent your garments. That's where we end Nation News for Tuesday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Midweek Nation on Wednesday or subscribe to our e-paper.